How are you feeling?
Well, the ambulance doctor said no bones were broken, but they could have fooled me.
This is the real Jim Halliday.
Wish it had been you who'd dropped by earlier.
No, I'm sorry. I was waylaid on the way to your place. Woke up in an alley. Rather embarrassing.
You're telling me.
After you called me, I found him in an emergency hospital.
Did you contact the newspapers?
Oriental's body fished out of Thames, identified as I.A. Moto, then a nice obituary. You've done quite a bit in your time. They're running the death story on page 1.
Would you mind telling me what your plan is?
Gianelli, the name was Zir, probably an Arab, about 5'8", 140 pounds. See what you can dig up on him.
He play host tonight?
He seemed to be one of the leaders. Holiday, let's get over to my flat. We still have an awful lot of work to do tonight.
I have a call into the Japanese ambassador. I'll wait here for it.
Japanese ambassador?
I'm going to attend that oil conference as his personal representative.
That's going to be one of the most difficult cases of all times. What's starting off to be a small thing.
Wait a minute. The light on my desk was on before I left tonight.
What the devil are you doing in here?
Do you always enter a room like that?
Maxine. Did he hurt you?
No, I don't think so. My dignity's in awful shape.
Well, it looks fine from here.
Maxine Powell, this is Inspector Holliday.
How do you do?
Hello. I'm sorry I belted you.
You look positively overwrought.
Are you in the habit of wandering around strange men's apartments?
Mr. Moto is not strange. You are friends.
Yes, we're friends.
It's a habit you ought to break. You could lose either your health or your honor.
And you wouldn't protect either one.
Maxine, how'd you get in here?
The building manager. I told him it was urgent and that I'd wait. But finally, I figured you wouldn't be back here tonight, and I was just getting ready to leave when this steamroller rolled in.
No lasting harm done.
Here, I'm supposed to give you this. It's a list of the key beta oil executives. Mr. Lennox thought it might be of some use.
Did anyone besides Lennox know you were coming here tonight?
No, I don't think so. Why?
They think they killed me tonight. I want them to keep on thinking it. Will you help us on this case?
Well, yes, in any way I can.
I want you to spread the word among conference delegates that you have important information on the Beta oil case. Will you do that?
Now, just a minute, Moto. Using her as bait could get a little sticky.
I don't want you to let her out of your sight.
Well, with this steamroller on my side, I'll take my chances.
Good girl. Just say that the information will be given at the proper time.
Oh, you want someone to make a move?
You have the makings of a good agent.
Well, it might be fun.
Yes, it might be, but I somehow doubt it. I gave my people this number in case something came up.
Good.
Hello there? Yes. Just a minute. It's the Arabian Nights stakeout. The place closed half an hour ago. 3 men just came out, 2 Arabs and a big man.
Those are 3 of the men we're after. What about Dargo?
He could still be in there. My boys radioed this in, and then it was relayed to me. They're following the 3 now. No change in orders. Look, Moto, if you're going into that saloon after Dargo, I'm coming too.
Let them think that everything's going according to plan. Now that we know Dargo's hideout, we can get him when we want him.
All right. I'll take Miss Powell back to Westring Manor. I'll tell them I've been assigned by Scotland Yard routine security.
Fine. Fine.
Waiter.
Sir?
More coffee, please.
Yes, sir.
Have you read the story on our friend Moto?
Of course.
You don't look very pleased, Magda.
I did not know this assignment would call for me to be a servant.
It will not be for long. I arranged it so you could be here in case of any unforeseen eventualities.
Did you meet the Shah's plane?
At daybreak this morning.
Where's the old man now?
A little respect, please. After all, he's the chief of state. He's asleep. Airplane travel tires him. He will join the rest of the conference delegates later in the day.
I'll be glad when all this is over and done with.
Patience, my friend. We are close to victory. Driving out here, the Shardar told me he will renew the oil leases with our organization, not with Beaters. In a few days, we can relax and take over the largest oil operation in the world.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Powell. A pleasant night, I trust.
Oh, quite comfortable, thank you. Have you met Inspector Halliday?
How do you do, Inspector?
Sir? Routine security, Scotland Yard.
Of course. It's quite important to feel secure.
Yes, sir. While we're on the subject, miss, I shouldn't bandy about the information you say you have. It might place you in jeopardy.
Information about what?
Well, the information I have is important to every member of the oil conference.
May I ask what type of information you're referring to?
Well, I really can't go into it now, Mr. Hussein, but I can tell you it has an important bearing on the Beta Oil case. Yes, I guess you do.
Ah, this must be the last delegate to arrive, the Japanese gentleman. Excuse me a moment, please.
Certainly.
You don't have to be that nice to him, you know.
Sorry, I'm new at this cloak and dagger stuff.
According to the information we got from Janelli this morning, Wasi Hussein is a very dangerous man. I don't want you getting in over your head.
Halliday, why don't you go protect somebody else? I'm doing just fine.
All right. I'll try to be around if you need me.
I'm sorry. It's just that, well, Wasir and the other people, they seem so nice.
This is the big league. They're always nice in front of witnesses.
Maxine, Jim, I'd like you to meet Mr. Takura, the Japanese delegate.
Oh, how do you do?
Miss Powell's one of the Beta Oil representatives.
A pleasure, Miss Powell.
Inspector Halliday's with Scotland Yard.
How nice for him.
If you'll excuse me, I'll just go around and make sure that everyone's got what they want.
Certainly. Maxine, do you know a guy named Moto?
Smile, you're making small talk.
I never would have recognized you.
I'm not sure about was there.
Neither am I. The Shah and Lennox seem to be having a heated discussion.
You mean, Your Excellency, that you've already made your decision not to re-sign the leases with Beta Oil?
Precisely, Mr. Lennox.
Excuse, please.
Yes.
I hope the disguise is good enough.
Of course it is.
And don't forget the name Matahari, Takura. We don't want to blow the whole thing in the first hour, do we?
Then I would suggest, Mr. Takura, that you and the young lady keep quiet until such time as you do.
She's gone.
Who is gone?
The American girl, Mr. Takura.
My dear fellow, it can't be anything serious. Perhaps she's just gone out for an evening stroll. Nothing to get excited about.
I was getting myself a bite of dinner. She was talking to a couple of delegates and then gone.
You have searched everywhere, Mr. Halliday?
Inside and out. A kid like that playing Matahari. If anything happens to her, I shall never forgive myself.
Would suggest you calm down, Mr. Halliday.
I was afraid of this very thing happening.
Mr. Takura, would you mind telling me what all this is about?
Later, perhaps, Mr. Westerling. Not now.
Hello? Miss Powell, my dear girl, the people here have been absolutely frantic about you. Mr. Takura? Certainly, he's right here. He wants to talk to you, Mr. Takura.
Thank you. Yes? Miss Powell?
I'm sorry to disturb you, Mr. Takura. Can you meet me right away?
I suppose so, if it is urgent.
I've uncovered some new information regarding the Beta Oil case. It's important that I see you.
Share some new information on the Beta Oil case. Very well, Miss Powell. I'll meet you. Where are you?
I'm at a place called the Arabian Nights. Can you come now?
Yes, Miss Powell. Right away.
That is good, Miss Powell. Very good. Move.
If you really wish to find out what this is all about, I suggest you join me later at a place called the Arabian Nights.
Very well.
Please bring the Shah and Mr. Lennox with you. Inspector Halliday will accompany you. He knows exactly what it is.
You mean, Mr. Takura, you're going into that place alone?
Yes, Inspector Halliday. It is the only way. Gentlemen, please, come in. Please. Take chairs.
Isn't this a little irregular, Mr. Takura?
Your cooperation is deeply appreciated, Excellency.
A
What's the idea of dragging us out at this time of night, Mr. Takura?
Please, be patient.
I trust that our patience will be rewarded.
Mr. Hussein, you especially shall be rewarded.
Where's Maxine?
To the storeroom. May I ask where Mr. Westering is?
He said he was following in another car.
Very well.
Say, can we have some light?
In due time.
Maxine, are you all right?
I have never been so glad to see anyone in my whole life.
Never mind. It's all over now.
Want to know something, Halliday?
What's that?
I don't want to play Matahari anymore.
Come on.
So, we used the girl as a decoy in order to bring the group into the open. That's why you are all here, because this is where the case will end. The key to this case lies in this coded paper.
Come on in, join the party. All governments have agreed that this conspiracy should not be publicized.
I'm greatly relieved to hear that. After all, one of the leaders was a countryman of mine.
And another was a friend of mine.
Mr. Lennox, my official apologies to Beta Oil. And of course, we shall be only too pleased to sign a renewal of all our leases with you.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
And thank you for your attention.
Gentlemen.
Mr. Moto, Beta Oil will extend its official appreciation to all of you. But in the meantime, I want you to accept my deepest and sincerest thanks.
Thank you.
My only sadness is McAllister. Goodbye.
Bye.